Hello students, our today's topic is related with texture of soil. So students, you can see the objective. The objective of the experiment is to study the texture and moisture content of different soils. So in this video, I am only going to study about the texture of the soil. Students, material required are digger by which means of which we used to dig the soil, then polythene bag for keeping the soil, then hand lens to observe the particles of the soil, then measures of different pore sizes by which we can decide the size of the particles, measuring cylinder, beaker, water, all these things. After that, students, for observation we will see later on, but here I am going to discuss that when you are going to make its observation table, then you have to draw serial number, soil sample, since we used to take different soil. So soil sample, for example, we have taken garden side soil, road side soil, crop soil, likewise. Here you will write down the color of the soil which you have observed, then texture of the soil by which we decide the particles of the soil, where they are smooth, rough or porous in texture. After that, then relative percentage. In relative percentage, we used to find the amount of sand, silt and clay, and by the means of this, then we decide that what is the class of our soil. Okay, so I am going to explain you its procedure. Okay students, so now you can see here that I have taken 50 gram soil, roadside soil, and then I have taken 200 ml of water, glass rod and measuring cylinder. So first of all, as you have made the observation table, you will first touch the soil in your hands. When you will take the soil particles in between the fingers, then you will able to find whether it has a very fine texture or rough texture. The soil which I have taken, it has a rough texture. So you will write down that its texture is rough. See its color is brown. As I have told you that you have prepared an observation table where you are noting down the color. So color of this soil is brown in color. Now its texture is rough or porous, and then we are going to find its relative percentage. In order to find its relative percentage, we used to mix the whole of the soil in beaker, and then we transfer this in the measuring cylinder. So you can see I have taken, so this is 50 gram soil which I have taken. Now I am going to dissolve this soil in the beaker. Okay students, now with the help of glass rod, mix it in this and then try to try to remove all the particles. Still some of the particles still remaining in the beaker. Try to remove out all the particles. There should not be any particle in the beaker. So now you can see all the soil particles are there in it. Okay, students. So students, now you have to, if it is not mixed properly, you can rinse it likewise also, so that can mix properly, and I think it is mixed properly now. Now leave this apparatus for some time so that all the particles of the soil settle down at the bottom. You know very well that the particles will settle down at the bottom according to their size and weight. The particles which are very heavy, they will settle down at the bottom, and the lighter one over the heavier one. Likewise, all the layers, all the soil particles will settle down. If we see the layer after some time, then basically we will get three types of layers. That is, at first you will be able to see the clay, then silt, then fine sand, and after that porous sand. Humus particles, they used to float at the top. As you can see, some humus particles are floating, so they used to float at the top. Let us wait for some minute. The layers will become very clear. The layers will become clear. Okay, students, now you can see that the water, it has become some clear. Humus is at the top, and the soil which you have put in it, it has settled down here up to 35 ml. If we see different layers, then sand particles are settled down at the bottom, after that silt, and after that clay. Students, I used to see that the sand layers, it is up to height of 20 ml. Then silt is 10 ml, and after that 5 ml is clay. So in this way you can find out the total percentage. If you are going to find out the percentage, then 20 upon 35 into 100, you will get the percentage of sand. Then 10 upon 35 into 100, you will get the percentage of silt, and 5 upon 35 into 100, you will get the percentage of clay. So once you will get the percentage of sand, silt and clay, then you can decide the soil class. A table is given in the book. I don't know whether it is given in our book or not, but in this book table is given where the percentage of particles are given. For example, if your percentage is coming between 80 to 100, 85 to 100, silt is from 0 to 15 and clay is from 0 to 15, then it decides that you have sandy soil. Likewise, the percentage of all soils are given here. Just by finding out the percentage, you can decide your type of soil. Whether you have sandy soil, sandy loam, or silt loam, or clay loam, or clay. So students, in this way you will decide the texture of your soil. So this part of the practical is completed.